Dedication and hard work. That's what gymnastics takes. And for Brittney Emmons, her love of gymnastics started at a young age.
I began at the age of 2.5, and my mom just told me that I had to wait till my brother was a little bit older before I could be put in, and that day came and I told her I wanted to be put in gymnastics, and done it ever since. Being able to go out there and do something that people can't always say they can do, and that I had all these people that backed me up from my coaches. I've had the same coaches in club since I was little, and they've just really been my motivation to be able to help me get through everything and tell me that I was good enough to be able to pursue my dreams. My dream with any other kid was to go to the Olympic Games, and I tried for a very long time. I homeschooled from 6th through 8th grade, trained 40 hours a week to do the elite program, and my body just said that that was too much by the time I became a sophomore in high school. And so I kind of altered them a little bit and just said, you know what, college is probably a good thing to look into. Natalie was a really good recruiter when it came to me. Like, I had no idea about this school, and she did a really good job selling it to me because obviously I'm from Florida, so coming up to Indiana was going to be a big shock, culture-wise, weather-wise, and everything. So I think she did a really good job to make me feel like I was going to be at home here.
She's just a very determined, not only athlete, but student, and just really have been really impressed with her whole time here. And she's one of those athletes that it's not just our school that recognizes her, but it's other schools. They're looking.
Heading into her senior season, Brittney Emmons was looking for a MAC championship, but her life took an unexpected turn.
Well, we had come back from Thanksgiving. We had Sunday practice, and I was actually getting ready for an inter-squad meet on floor, and I was actually doing an easier tumbling pass at the time, and I had already done 2 beforehand. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do 1 more. I won't have to tumble again until Friday. And all of a sudden, something felt funny. I took off for a double back, landed short, and that usually never happens to me. And all of a sudden, I just kind of looked down and I looked up at Natalie and was like, it's gone. I was like, my Achilles is gone.
I've watched multiple athletes have that injury, and she was the first one that started beating on the floor, and she looked up at me, and it was just something in those eyes where she didn't have to say anything. I knew what it was, but not a tear, not a shriek, nothing, just a bunch of fist pumps into the floor because she knew what that meant.
From that moment, I knew like things were gonna be tough and that it was gonna take a lot of determination, mental adjustments to do whatever I had decided to do, because obviously Achilles is a big part of being able to move around and stuff. So I knew from that moment I had a bunch of decisions that I needed to make. Ultimately, I had to sit out my senior season, and I didn't enjoy sitting there watching, and I knew that if I had stopped, I probably would have looked back and regretted my decision of not at least trying, because at least if I had tried and failed, then I had put in all my effort. My first full practice actually did not come till about November, being able to do everything. I had swung bars all summer because obviously that's a less impactful event. So I actually did a floor routine on the floor with 2 of my passes. I did my 3rd pass on a resi, and it was disastrous. And all of a sudden after that, I was like, you know what? It didn't go so well, but I'm actually alive and I'm okay, and I think I can do this. So I think that was really a turning point for myself, and knowing that I can do this, I can be able to make this comeback.
She has the accolades behind her name to support what she says and what she does at all times. So I feel like her role is to lead this team further than we've been so far.
I think a lot of people tend to look up to me in that, like, they know that this was not an easy decision for me to be able to come back and to push myself to get here. I feel like it's slightly different too, in a sense that I'm the old person on the team, and so they look at me and find maybe more wisdom in myself or something like that. I've had to really work on not really altering my gymnastics, but making my gymnastics fit to now my injury that I've had, because obviously things don't come back always the way they want to. So it's just kind of fixing all the little details that I can, because every 10th counts in this sport, and I just want to be the best that I can be to help this team out and ultimately get that win over another team.
For Ball State Sports Link, I'm Luke Magsamen.